Hey, what's up with the what's up? It's Heyyyy. Welcome back to my channel. Now for this tutorial, we're getting into this sunflower inspired cardigan. You can use any type of colors. This is a great scrap yarn project. It's super comfortable. I made mine super big. I'm only 5'3". It goes past my knees. And I wore it today in New York with a little sweatshirt under, because you know our weather is a little iffy, and it was so cozy. For this tutorial, you'll just need a 6mm hook, your yarn, scissors, measuring tape, stitch marker, and you know the drill. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's get started with making a granny square. I'm gonna show you how I do it. Everybody do theirs different. And I'm gonna start with this lighter color, since in the sunflower cardigan I started with black, so I'm just show you how to do it and how to change colors. So we're gonna chain up 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to place 1 double crochet in that very first chain right there. We're going to place 1 more. Now we're going to chain up 3, 2, 3, and still in that very first chain, we're going to place 3 double crochets. Again, we're going to chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, and place 3 more double crochets in that first chain. That's what we have so far. We're going to chain another 3 and place 3 more double crochets in that first chain. So that was 1, 2, and 3. That's what we have. We're going to chain up 3, slip stitch in the second double crochet, and then the next double crochet. And that's what we have, this little square. So now for the second row, I like to slip stitch 1 more time just for me not wanting any more gaps. So I just slip stitch right in that next double crochet. Some people prefer to just slip stitch where we did before, but I'm gonna slip stitch in that last one. So chain up 2, I'm gonna place 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and in that same space we're going to place another 3 double crochets. Chain 1, and in this space we're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. Then 1, 2, 3, I'm going to place 3 more. we're going to chain 1 after that and repeat those steps. Place in 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. So after this I chained 1. Now I'm gonna do my 3. Chain 1 and repeat in this last little space. So after that chain 1, place 3 double crochets, one, 2, 3, another 3 double crochets, after that, you're going to chain 1, slip stitch in that second double crochet. For my aesthetics, I like slip stitching again and slip stitching one more time. And that's what we got so far. For the next row, chain up or 2. You're gonna do 2 double crochets, chain 3, and then 3 double crochets. So when we chain up that 2 or 3, whatever you prefer, that is counted as a double crochet. Now, where there's a chain 1 space, that's where you do a chain 1 and 3 double crochets, chain 1. So I just finished this 3 double crochets. I'm going to chain 1, and being that this is a chain 1 space, I'm just going to place 3 double crochets right in there. After you put anything in that chain 1 space, you just chain 1 right after that. And then the chain 3 spaces, that's where you'll do 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna place the next 3 double crochets. Chain 1, because I have a chain 1 space here, I'm going to just do those 3 double crochets. Chain 1, and then 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets in that chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3, and then another 3 double crochets. So like I mentioned before, we have a chain 1 space coming up. That means I chain 1, place 3 double crochets right in there. After that, I'm just gonna chain 1. We have that chain 3 space. Gonna make my 3 double crochets. chain 3, 3 double crochets. Chain 1, we have a chain 1 space. So 3 double crochets, chain 1. I'm gonna chain 1, do that slip stitch, and that is how you go about your square. And I'm gonna slip stitch in that little space. So every chain 3 space, you're gonna do 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 1, because you have a chain 1 space, place 3 double crochets there, chain 1 again, another chain 1 space, 3 double crochets there, chain 1, a corner space. You're gonna do your 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, and repeat. Chain 1 space, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 3, because it's a corner space, so 3 double crochets, chain 3, another 3 double crochets, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to show you how I change my colors. Everybody changed different. So after that last slip stitch, all I do is loop my color, pull it through, pull the gray color, and chain up my 3. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. And that's how I change my colors. I'm going to show a clip of the colors I use, what brand, the order, and everything, so you can do your sunflower themed cardigan. And that is just how I go about it with changing the colors. So every time you have, after you chain up 3, you'll place 2 double crochets, because the chain 3 acts as a double crochet. So 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna place 3 here. I'm gonna chain 1 because we have another chain 1 space. Chain 1, another chain 1 space, and this is how your square gets bigger. I did a total of 32 rows, or my whole barn. You don't have to go that big, but I'm sure it's quite normal for me, and I'll show a picture and video and everything right here, and that's how it goes. So after my 3 double crochets in that chain 1 space, I'm just chain 1, I'm gonna do in that corner space 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, and repeat. I'll list any links below that can show you different ways how to do a square, or what I use because I the day. And yeah, that's how I change colors and everything. And I'll also show you the format of colors I use and all that, so you are covered. Hey guys, so I'm shooting this with my ring light super low so you could get a real color idea of the order I use. Some of them, like the yellows and certain things that's like a size 2, I use two strands of it for the rows. So the black, brown, for the orange, I use 2 strands, 1 strand, 2 strands, 2 strands, 2 strands, and 2. And then I have the green. So I am finishing up my 32nd row. Placing the last 2 double crochets, chain 1, slip stitch into that second, double crochet, slip stitch again, and I'm going to slip stitch 1 more time, I'm going to chain up one and leave a long tail. And cut. Now you're going to take your garment and fold in half, just like that. This is how it looks so far, half. Now we're going to work on the part where our sleeve is pretty much going to be at. Armhole opening, yeah. So from the top corners, after we fold it like this, I'm gonna get my measuring tape, measure down. I'm going to do 9 inches. So we'll stitch from here to here, leaving this part open for our arms. And you can either single crochet, slip stitch, or take your tapestry, darning, daring, this needle here and just whip stitch, or however you want to go. I'm going to single crochet with my crochet hook all the way down till I get to this point. To ensure I have the same amount on both sides, even after measuring, I'll just simply put this on top for my second side where we left the long tail, and just going to switch over my stitch marker. So I had 8 chain spaces where we did the first side, and I just made sure I had 8 chain spaces over here as well. So I'm going to do the second side with the long tail, and I'll be back. So I'm finishing up my second side with just chaining one. Gonna cut my yarn, pull through, and now we have 2 armhole openings. And you can just weave in those ends from both sides, and then we're going to turn our work to the right side. So wherever the seam is at, or however you did it, this is the wrong side, turn it inside out. We're going to work on the right side of the armhole opening. Armhole opening, just like this. And we're going to attach our yarn to the corner where the seam is at. Just right in the corner, and pretty much anywhere you could find a spot. I'm gonna just go under these two to secure it. Seam is at. With a slip knot. Pull. And I'm gonna chain up 2. And just make a half double crochet in each stitch all the way around the armhole, back to the chain 2 space with the seam. So this is my armhole, and I'm just going to place a half double crochet in each stitch, placing 1 in that chain 1 space between the clusters, and I'm placed that 1 half double crochet in that chain 1 space, and then a half double crochet in each stitch of the cluster, so that's 3 half double crochets. and 1 in that chain 1 space, and I'm going to go all the way around till I hit back to that chain 2 space, and I'll be right back at that chain 2 space. We're going to slip stitch on top of that chain 2, into that top chain of that chain 2. We're going to chain up 2 again, and now we're going to half double crochet half double crochet 2 together every 5 stitches. So let me show you how we're going to do that. So this is 1 half double crochet, and this is optional. I just want to cinch it in just a little. 1 into the next one, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And after that 5th one, we're going to yarn over under the loop of the stitch, pull through, go straight into the 2nd stitch, yarn over, and pull through all 4 loops. So that's my half double crochet 2 together. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then yarn over through the next stitch, pull through, go straight into the stitch after that, yarn over, pull through all loops, and we're going to do that all the way around till we're back to the chain 2 space. I am back at that chain 2 space. We're going to slip stitch right into that chain 2. We're going to chain up 2 and place 1 double crochet in each stitch, and do that all the way around till you get back to your chain 2 space. And I'll be back when I'm back to that chain 2 space. I am back to that chain 2 space after placing 1 double crochet in each stitch. So I'm going to slip stitch into that chain 2 space, and I'm gonna chain up 2 again, and we're gonna do 1 double crochet front post, 1 double crochet. So that's 1 double crochet front post. You yarn over, go under the double crochet, not the stitch, the actual chain like part under. You're going to yarn over, pull through, and complete your double crochet. Very simple. So we double crochet in that next stitch, making sure you don't double crochet in the back of that front post. And we're gonna yarn over under that chain like space from the double crochet, pull through, and complete our double crochet per usual. So we're gonna do that all the way around. 1 double crochet and 1 front post. And this is how it should look. And I'll be back when I get to that chain 2 space. And this is how it should look. I'm at that chain 2 space. Going to slip stitch in that chain 2. And for the remainder of your rows, you can either stop here or just continue the front post double crochet row for however many rows you want your cuff. So how you'll do that, if you want to continue, you chain up 2, place 1 double crochet on top of the last double crochet, front post under that front post double crochet, and that's all it is to it. If you want to continue this cuff, just repeat 1 double crochet on top of the last regular double crochet and then front post, and repeat all the way around, slip stitching into that chain 2 space. So I'm going to do this for a couple of more rows and I'll be back. So I finished my desired amount of rows and I have a total of 3 front post double crochet rows, and I'm gonna do this exact pattern on my second sleeve. So that's 1/2 double crochet in each stitch. The second row, you half double crochet 5 stitches, then decrease. The following row, double crochet, and then a front post double crochet row, and you can repeat that row however many times you want, and I'll list everything on the screen. So I'll be back when I'm done with my second sleeve. So I finished my second sleeve. This is how they look. All that's left is basically the collar. Now I'm going to go around the whole garment with 1 row of double crochet followed up by 2 to 3 rows of front post, that double crochet, front post, double crochet rows. But some people just do the collar from the seams. These are the seams where the arm is at, and they just go around here. But I'm choosing to go all around the garment. So I'm gonna just start at the corner, attaching my yarn, and just placing 1 double crochet all the way around back to the chain 2 we're gonna start with. After that, just 2 to 3 rows of the double crochet and front post double crochet rows, and that's it. So I finished the little border around. I chained up 1, weaved in my work, and this is how it looks. And that is it for the border, the sleeves, the garment. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Comment down below what color combos you're thinking about doing this in. And make sure you follow me on Instagram at LaGiaLaVay, with love and peace always. Later.